This is a presentation on how to use the portfolio template, which you will use to turn in your online composition portfolio. You'll notice that it's in two different forms. You can use it as either a Word document or as a Google Doc. For our purposes today, I'm showing you how to do the Word doc template, but again, you can use the same functionality in Google Docs, and I'll touch on that very briefly at the end. So to show you kind of the setup, all of the parts are here that you're going to need to turn in, and you'll see the headings, and you can leave the headings if you want to, but you'll see the heading and you'll see a direction with this page break. After each piece, you'll see the introduction with some directions, and then the page break, and then the table of contents. The table of contents will stay the same, and you'll click on those things to kind of reference the artifact, and I'll show you what that means in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and create my title page. So I'm going to do what it told me to do. So my name, the class, and then the term. And then the direction asked me to do a page break. So I'm going to enter, and I can do a page break. I can go to Insert, Page Break. That's one way to do that. Or I can go Control, Return, and it bops me down to the new page. Okay, so now my title page is complete, and you can mess around with this as you want. I probably wouldn't leave it right there. I would probably center it, maybe make it bigger. You can do something with the font if you want to, etc., etc. The introduction, the instructions for that, we're going to paste the text of the introduction here, and I have a document where I have pasted some, or copied some information, so I'm going to Control Copy, and then I am going to simply paste that information in. Now I don't want it to run right next to my table of contents, which is why it asks you to do the Control Enter or the inserting of a page break. So again, I can insert a page break here, or I can do Control Enter, and what happens then is it moves everything down to the next page. And it tells me then in my table of contents everything as it is supposed to be, but at the end I am supposed to do a Control Enter, which brings me now to a new page. So this will stay the same. I won't touch this. This will remain as is. What happens though when I scroll over the intro is that it gives me a link, and so it tells me, sorry, go here, I'm going to Control and click it at the same time, and it brings me down to my writing sample 1. So it will tell me then in my instructions, I'm going to copy and paste the text of my entry slip or my learning statement here. Then I'm going to hit Control Enter to start a new page, and then I'm going to copy and paste the text of the essay there. I'm going to hit Insert a new page, and so everything will begin on a new page. So if my entry slip is a page and a half, I'll have a page and a half, and then I'll start a new page for the essay. And if the essay runs 3 pages, it runs 3 pages. Everything isn't running one into the other. Everything needs to have its own page. So please understand that. That's why we use the Control and the Enter. I just wanted to show you, so again, if I hit Control and click, it will bring me down to the research proposal. I can leave this here. I just need to then copy and paste everything where it needs to be, and kind of go from there. Now, if you have extra things, so you will need to include, if you watched and kind of read over the summaries and the rubrics, you will need to have evidence of full process. So you will want to include for one of your essays, one of writing sample 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, evidence that you have gone through and done pre-writing, drafts, all of those kind of things. And again, you just copy and paste those things in behind the learning statement and the actual essay itself. So if you're doing peer revision and pre-writing, you'll have those things follow the final copy. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I will be more than happy to help you with the functionality of the template. Again, before I leave, this is the Word document. It looks very much the same if you choose to do Google Docs. Instead of the Control click, you will click on the hashtag, and it will take you down to the writing sample. And again, the directions are the same. You're going to do a page break for all of those. Again, any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.